All right, man, let's get right into it. Man, it's good to have you back on the show, Glenn. You know, it's been a while. I think the last time we talked, it was before your demolition of Medi
Yeah,
Bagheri in
was
Full Metal
for
Dojo.
Full Metal Dojo going down next weekend again without me, but it's probably gonna be pretty good anyway.
Yeah. Hey,
Full
you
Met-
gonna be there?
no, I'm just too busy with my own shit right now. Otherwise, I would definitely be there because
All right.
Full Metal Dojo is something special. Like you gotta experience Full Metal Dojo once in your life. So
Isn't it right now? Isn't it the tourist period in Bangkok and Thailand? Is it the season right now?
it's like low season up right now, but yeah, it's starting to pick up from December. When it gets cold in Europe, everyone just want to get the fuck out of there. So
Does that kind of piss you off a little bit that, too many people start coming around? You kind of like that where it's not as many people around and you
yeah,
could do your own thing and kind of be quiet and secluded, right?
yeah, I like low season better because it's not like too packed. High season, especially right now, it's almost too much people. But you know, even if it's low season, you always have good training partners and shit like that. So I don't really give a fuck what season it is.
Before we get into your fights coming up, man, I wanted to talk about your title, man, your Australian Fighting Championship title. Just recently, they announced that they're gonna come back and have some shows. You know, they haven't had show in I don't think since you fought. I think that was the last
Yeah,
show, right?
I was the last show in Melbourne in April. Was it last year or the year before? Last
Yeah.
year. Yeah. So yeah, that was their last show, and now they're coming back. They had some setbacks with investors and stuff like that, I think, but yeah, nice to see them coming back too. It's always room on the Australian scene for more shows, I think.
Yeah, well,
So
what
yeah,
about you? Have they reached out to you telling you like, "Hey, man, we want you to fight or defend the title eventually?"
uh, yeah, for sure. I want to defend the title there, but I'm just busy with. I already signed a couple other fights before that, so probably next year. I don't know when. When otherwise, yeah, I would definitely have been on it.
We'll look out for that. You know, you have a pretty decent following out in Australia, even though you
Yeah,
train in Asia and you're from Europe, but somehow you got this following in Australia.
yeah. Australia is like my my third home right now, and yeah, maybe one day I'll make it my first home. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see what the future holds.
Seems like you're making a lot of roots out there, a lot of connections. You know, you've been part of many camps throughout the past year or so. You know, with Bam Bam and Tafa.
Yeah,
You know, those guys. You know,
yeah,
they've had some a bumpy road. So the last year or so, but everybody goes through the
yeah,
bumpy roads
yeah,
and they come
yeah.
out.
It's been bumpy, but the good thing for them, like they're still young. Fuck,
Yeah.
they're in the beginning of their 20s. It's gonna be bumpy when you're in the beginning of your 20s. They're still like fresh in the game. You know, take Justin Tafa. He had 3 fights and he got into UFC, and yeah, now he's booked for his second appearance in February. So yeah, time to time to get back on the track and yeah, start making a career out of it.
So, being part of these camps while you have been looking for fights, because it seems like 2019 has been a slow year for you. Because the last couple of years you've been very busy. I think you fought like 5 times in 2018, and before that you fought like 4 times. So why has it been slow?
I don't know. We just had a lot of I had a lot of like confirmed fight. I probably had 10 confirmed fight this year, but one of them happened. And then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna fight Letway or something. So I started looking for Letway fights, but nothing really coming out of that either. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna fight like bare knuckle boxing or something. But everyone was saying that's a bad idea for me, so I skipped that one. But yeah, looking to finish the year strong now, so that's all that matters. I can't, I just can't like care about how shit this year has been. But it's been a good year. Like a lot of traveling and stuff like that. I've been a part of a couple of camps, so it is what it is.
Keeps your mind busy, right? Being part of the
Yeah,
camps.
yeah, it keeps my mind busy. And every camp, like it's not like I'm out just helping them. Like I learn a lot from being a part there too, and they teach me a lot, and I try to show them some stuff. So it's a win-win for me.
Yeah, man. Every time I talk to those guys, man, they always speak highly of you. You know, they love you. You just like become one of them. You know, even though
Yeah,
you know.
because they're scared. They're scared to say shit about me. They're scared to say what they really feel about me. They already don't like me, but they still love me.
Definitely. Let's talk about December 12th, man. Aries FC won in Senegal. How did the hell did that happen? How you ended up going to Africa to fight?
First of all, I didn't know it was in Africa. I knew it was in Dakar. My manager asked me, "Hey, you want to fight in Dakar?" I was like, "Yeah, sounds like a cool place." But then I looked on the map, so it was in Senegal. So that was like, yeah. But a little more googling it. It looks like a safe place. Like when people say Senegal, it sounds fucking horrible, but it's not that bad. Like when you look at the statistic, like it's a pretty safe place. And then I was like, yeah, it's another adventure and paying good and looks like a good show. And so what the hell? Just gotta go.
You gotta go where the money is and where the opportunity is, and they're gonna give it to you. I
Yeah,
think is it Francis Ngannou's coach that is
yeah, yeah.
doing
He's
this?
part of it. Yeah, he's part of it. I think, yeah. And the guys from his gym and things like that. I think they're looking to do some shows in France because next year MMA is going to be legalized in France. So I think they're looking to do some shows there. Then after that,
We'll see, man. We'll see what happens to you. You might be going to France too. Who knows?
yeah, that's pretty close to home. So why not? I haven't fought in Europe for a long time, so might be time to head home.
So with this fight coming up, you know, have you had a training camp? Because it seems like you've been training for the whole year. So has not anything changed for you?
No, nothing's changed really. I don't really do the training camp things. I always train a little bit harder, train a bit less hard, but I'm always training and I'm always ready to go. I just need like a week notice and I'm ready to go. So this has been like it feels like it's been drawn out. I had like so much time, like what I'm gonna do. Like it doesn't feel normal, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm ready to go now. So just a couple of more weeks and then off to fucking Africa.
So when you prepare the opponent, do you study them or do you even look them up? You just like okay, you just look at their record, or what do you do to kind of get yourself mentally prepared?
I don't need. I wouldn't say I need like mental prepare for any specific opponent. Just like that's just what it is. Like I just need to go and do my thing, and the thing's gonna work out. But I'll look a little bit what he's good at and what he's not good at, and but it doesn't really matter when I come in the cage. Like everything that just goes out, and you just gotta play your own game, play your cards, and hope for the best.
Now you got that fight coming up at middleweight. Then at the beginning of the year, you got to fight at heavyweight against Shannon Ritch. I see that you and Shannon don't. Oh, is there a beef there? Is there some kind of altercation you guys had in the past, or what's going on with that?
No, I wouldn't say altercation. It's just like fuck him. He's like, if you ever met him in person, like he's just, fuck him. Like, and I wasn't planning on fighting because I'm going home for Christmas and I got an offer, but I said, fuck, it's got to be at heavyweight because it's Christmas. I'm not gonna wait during Christmas, so it's got to be at heavyweight, and all good. And it's in Moscow, so I can basically just jump in my car and drive to Moscow from home. So it's not really a big deal. Just go there, get paid, and fucking drive home.
So it's like a home game for you.
I would say I have like the home court advantage there. He's from America, so maybe not the most popular in Moscow compared to me, but we'll see.
Are Americans hated on in Russia? Because I've never been to Russia, so I have no idea.
No, I wouldn't say they hated on, but I would definitely say like Finnish people are like higher up in the rankings in Russia than Americans. I would say anywhere in the world, but It is what it is.
Why do you say that? You said if you ever met him, you know, you probably wouldn't. You know, you just mentioned that earlier. Like, what about him irks you that much? That, you know,
It's just a fucktard, you know. Just does my head in. It's just, I don't know. You can't describe it. Like, if you ever meet him, yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about. But other than that, no, fuck him.
so that fight is a little tastier for you. It's somebody that you don't like. You know, usually when you fight, there's no emotions for you. You just go in there and you're fighting, but this one is a little bit different.
No, I never like anyone I fight. Like, you just gotta set that mindset. Like, you can't. I don't have any emotions to people. I just don't like them. They're trying to fight me. Like, why would I like them? You know, fuck them. They're trying to punch my head in. Like, why would I even like them? I hate everyone I'm gonna fight. It's not like personal. It's just like how I need to put my mind in it.
You got these 2 fights coming up. You know, you take care of business. That puts you at 5 in a row. What do you think is going to happen next year? You know, if you do get 5 in a row, is there talks? Are you in talks with people? What's going on?
Yeah, always in talks with people, but it's just a lot of talk. It's too much talking and not much happening. So I don't really care. Whatever happens, happens. If nothing happens, then nothing happens. Then we'll just keep fighting. Just fly me to weird fucking places and fight. You know, I really don't care. Like, I just want to fight. Like, now I don't have that many years left. You know, I just want to make the most out of these last years I have left and just fight as much as possible.
So basically, there's no like goals for you. Your goal is to make money. Like, you got to make money while you can.
Yeah, that's part of it. But of course, UFC or Bellator is always like kind of a goal. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It doesn't really matter to me. Like, I'm fully content with what I've done and where I've been. So it's just whatever. Like, I think too many people they just get stuck up on, like, even myself was like, I need to get to UFC. I need to get to UFC. But it's so much other stuff like going around UFC too. Like, man, once you like open your eyes a little bit, man, it's a lot of other fucking cool opportunities out there. It's not just UFC. But yeah, UFC is good if you're that kind of type. But yeah, there's other stuff out there too.
Before, you're kind of chasing that dream of UFC or Bellator, but now you just put that out of your mind and you just go to your fights, focus on your fights, and it's kind of the attitude of like, if you just keep grinding, something will happen, and that's the mental attitude that you have.
Yeah, like in the beginning, UFC wasn't even a dream. It wasn't even on my map. Like, I was just being realistic. Like, I'm not gonna be in a UFC. Like, I didn't even think about that. But then when, like, yeah, rumors, people start talking, like, yeah, you might be there. Then you start thinking about, yeah, maybe. And it got a little bit, like, it got to my head. I can say that. But now it's just, you know, keep your head down and do the work. And if it happens, it happens. Otherwise, you know, had a good life. Can't complain.
Enjoy your life, man. You got to enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you could get too stressed out by, you know, what you hear, what people say, and what's in your mind, and it could kind of play with you a little bit, right?
Yeah, definitely. Especially like social media today too, and like people just talk too much. They're just fucking delusional, most of them. So it's just it's how it is.
Speaking of social media, I saw that you have something with Sage Northcutt. What's the deal with Sage Northcutt?
I love Sage Northcutt. Everyone thinks I dislike him. Have you ever? I never put him down. Always when I tweet him, I lift him up and I encourage him. But I never put him down. No, I like Sage. I don't know why people hate him. Like, he's done good for himself. He's a good fighter. He had a bad episode in 1, but I don't know why people putting Sage down. Well, like, he hasn't done anything wrong. He's just a good looking boy, like, who got pushed in UFC, and fuck, he didn't do bad in UFC either.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people are mad at Sage.
Me either, man. I completely understand. I don't know why people are mad at Sage either. Like he
Yeah,
doesn't even like talk shit to people.
No, he's like he's so humble and like he's too friendly. Like how can you even hate Sage? Look at his fucking entire family. They're like so perfect. Like you can't hate that.
Yeah, I think that's what people hate, that they're so perfect looking.
I think they're jealous at Sage. Man, look at that. I wish I had that self-confidence to just like put some blonde in my hair, just put some spikes up and just walk with my shirt off all the time. I wish I could do that, but I can't. But Sage can. That's why I admire him.
How far do you think Sage will go in one championship? Do you think he has the ability to be the champion?
Yeah, 100%. I think so. I think he got that. I think he's definitely got like, he's skilled. He's just like, what's going on in his head? Like after a knockout like that, fuck, I don't know. For me, it would be hard to come back. Like that got to be stuck in your head if you're not like a different kind of animal where you're like, just put that aside and just go back into fighting. But I don't know. I just want to see how he bounces back from that, and I think that's gonna like determine a lot because he's young too.
Yeah,
he's a very young fighter, so I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Just stop hating on Sage, everyone, please.
All right, man. Well, Glenn, I'm glad that I got you back on the show, man. Finally, after a long period, man. I've been always, I'm always open to have you on the show all the time, but you've been busy, man, being part of camps and stuff. So, But this time you have a fight coming up. So, December 12th and January 11th, back to back, 1 month apart.
Is it December 12th or December 14th?
Okay, the 14th. Sorry, the 14th, maybe. Yeah, the 14th. You're right, the 14th. Fuck. Sometimes I get my dates wrong. Yeah,
I can understand that. You're confusing me, but.
All right, man. Well, it's good to have you on the show, man, and hopefully we'll get you back on before the fight with Shannon Ritch. We could talk more about it.
Yeah. Peace.